Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ranjit. I welcome you on this channel. Guys, if you're coming for the first time, I highly recommend you please subscribe the channel. And in this video, I'm going to talk about Python, and specific topic is Boolean algebra, and that belongs to the class 11th computer science students. And guys, hang on in this video till the end because I'm going to discuss each and everything related to the Boolean algebra. So without taking much time, let's get started.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi Vijay, how are you?
I'm good, sir.
Nice. Yeah, I got your PDF file which you sent me.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, this is fine. This looks better. It took some time for you to full chapter is there, no? That's what, right?
Yeah, full chapter, sir.
Excellent, Vijay. Yeah, okay. So let's start now. The Boolean logic.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
This will be an interesting chapter because some parts will be from the computers, and as you'll understand how the whatever we have done in the Python, so the logical operators that uses the Boolean logic only. So
Okay.
and or not, which we used in the Python. Same thing is going to apply. You learn the application of that and internally how this logical operators works. You'll understand in detail. Okay.
Okay.
So let's get going now. So introduction, development of Boolean logic now. So this is also Boolean means it's true or false. Anything which evaluates to true or false, that's called the Boolean. Okay. And anything which we discuss about the combination of true and false, including your operators, that becomes the Boolean algebra. Okay. So we'll define in terms of Boolean logic or algebra. Both are pretty much similar. And where is the application? We use most of the time this application in the relay switching circuits. This you'll be understanding more in the relay switching circuits in 12th standard when we do the this relay logics. Okay. So as the logic problems are basically binary decisions, and the binary Boolean logic relatively effectively deals with these binary values, and it is also called the switching algebra. So basically it's a switching. So switching means on and off. On and off can be true or false. Correct?
Okay.
Or 1 0.
Yes.
So in Boolean we just say, in the machine language you will say 1 or 0, or in simple English you will say true or false or yes or no. Okay. So let's understand this part now. So binary valued quantities. Okay. So what do we understand in the binary valued quantities? Okay. Now we'll understand that we'll try to judge some questions based on that, which can give you the only results in terms of true or false. Yeah? For example, let's understand Indira Gandhi was the only woman Prime Minister of India. So you can send the answer yes or no, or true or false. Or if you can say 13 minus 2 is equal to 11, is it true or false? Delhi is the biggest state in India, true or false? So all these answers can be given.
Okay.
What do you say is not a Boolean answer? Correct?
Yeah.
What did I tell you yesterday? So all these what questions does not evaluate to give you true or false. Only the question number 1 and 2 can give you an answer in terms of true and false. Third, yes. Fourth and fifth, anyway, it's like what question, why question, how question is, does not belong to your Boolean kind of questions. Understood?
Okay. Yes,
Boolean
sir.
means answer should be given true or false. Only two values it has, either true or false. It doesn't have any other value. So it's just like a switch. Either when you switch on, the bulb will glow. Switch off, bulb will not glow. Do you have any other things in between? Nothing. Either bulb will be switched off or bulb will be on. That's the only two condition you have. Otherwise, there is no other condition. Correct?
Okay.
Fan will be switched on or fan will be switched off. Only two conditions. There is no other third condition exists. So all
Okay.
these, so we define something called Boolean variables. So I think Boolean variables, I think you have already done in the Python, right? Boolean, we specify, the Boolean becomes a data type in the Python, and we specify any variable. That variable can only take the two values. Either it can be true or false. Correct? Understood? Any questions, any doubts till now?
Yes, sir. Sounds good.
Okay, cool. Now let's go to the logical operations now. What does the logical operation says now? So we want to perform some operation, right? So before learning about this operation, we must know about the compound logical functions and logical operators. Now what is the logical operators? Let's try to understand this part. So compound statement. So till now we discussed only two parts. Now if I say there are three variables, when I say algebraic variables a, b, c or x, y, z, we are combining with the help of mathematical operations like plus, minus, into. Okay?
Okay.
And then what will happen, how this will happen now. Let's understand that part, okay? So write down the expression 2 into a plus 3 into b minus 6 into c. And let's understand this part. Write down this equation, then I'll explain to you. You wrote down the answer? Okay. Expressions? Okay. Fine. So it should be capital ABC. They've given the small ABC in the example, but understand that. So when you multiply with 2 into A plus 3 into B minus 6 into C, so if you just give the value of A, B, C as 1 or 0, then actually you can evaluate it, isn't it? Because whatever expression you write down on the left hand side or the right hand side, it should evaluate to give you only one value, either 1 or 0. The final answer will be either 1 or 0. Understood? There is no other answer can be possible. This is not a mathematical expression where you can give the different answer. In Boolean, when you do the algebra of the Boolean, your final answer is either true or false after so much calculations. Clear?
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. So right now we're just giving you the hint of expressions. 2a plus 3b minus 6c is equal to 10z by 2y. So we are using both this operation. We'll understand later how we are going to use these operations. But right now just understand this part is that we are going to get only one answer, or either in the Boolean answer. So how to understand that? What is a plus and what is multiply? Let's try to understand in this case now. So that we are using with the logical operators like and or to form the compound statements. So he prefers a tea, not coffee. Now and operation means what? In the simple sentence now, he plays the guitar and she plays sitar. So both are compound statements. And or statement, I watch TV on Sundays or I go for swimming. So this is either or, and question and the not expressions. Okay, so let's understand this part. So these logical operators are also used to combine the logical variables and logical constant to form the logical expressions. And assuming x, y are the logical variables, x, not y or z, y and x or z. So basically we are combining the expressions of the logical operators. We'll understand in detail, don't worry about it. X, not y or z. Once we know the truth table of this, then you will understand. Okay. Okay. Logical operators. Before that, we'll try to understand what is this, logical operators now. Okay. So logical operators. So whenever we want to use the and operator or the, or operator, there will be always a truth table. What is called truth table? Truth table is table which represents all the possible values of logical variables. Statements along with all the possible results of the given combination of the values. What are the different combination of the values? Let's understand that. We'll go directly with this example. You just write down the part, then I'll explain to you. AND operation. We just want to know the AND operation. Okay. Table 3.1. Just draw the table 3.1. Then I'll help you understand what is table 3.1 does.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, done.
Yes, sir. Done.
Good. Understand that X and Y are the two inputs and R is the final output. Okay.
Okay.
Got it? Now, good. Now, simple example, X is basically what is the input of X in simple terms. For 1 and 1, it gives 1, 1, 0 gives 0, 0, 1 gives 0, 0 and 0 gives 0. So, these are the AND conclusions. If I do X and Y, what will be the final answer? So, all combinations we have taken. If X is true, Y is true, then answer is true. If X is true and Y is false, answer is false. All the combination of wherever the one false is there, the answer will be false only. Let's try to understand this with the example. Let's assume that X is the input for I want to have T, and Y is T is readily available.
Okay.
So X means I want to have T. That is 1. That we represent as 1. And T is readily available. That we represent as 1. I don't want to have T. That will represent as 0. T is not
Okay.
readily available. That will be represented as 0. Is it okay? False.
Okay, sir.
So what is the
Yeah.
possible combination can happen? So first combination 1 and 1. That means I want to have T and T is readily available. So I can go and have the T. So answer is 1. I can have T. True? Correct? Next.
Yes, sir.
Second row if you see, I want to have T and Y is 0. That means T is not available. So is it possible for me to have T then? No. So answer is false. 0. Next.
Okay.
Third row. I don't want to have tea, but tea is still available. Can I drink tea? No, because I don't want to have tea. Clear?
Yeah.
Fourth
Yes, sir.
condition. I don't want to have tea and tea is not available also. So I can't have tea.
Okay. Yeah.
See, any other combination can exist now? No, there is no other combination can exist. All the four
Yeah.
combinations we have taken care.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
This is called the truth table.
Okay.
Understood now? This is called the truth table. So in the place of 1, you can put T. In the place of 0, you can put false, F. So you'll get the same kind of table. Is it clear? Understood?
Yes, that's clear.
Any questions, any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, good. So this is called the AND operation. X and Y. So output of X and Y is R. With
Okay.
different sets of inputs. If the result of any logical statement or expression is always true or 1 for all the input combinations, it's called the tautology. So this is just for information. Fallacy means if the result of any logical statement or expression is always false, then it's called the fallacy. Any input you give, if the output is always true, that's called the tautology. If the any input you give output is only false, it will give you fallacy. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Excellent. Next, operator. Now, what is this for not operator? We want to understand not. Draw the truth table of not part 3, table 3.2.
Yes, sir.
Table 3.2, not operator. Okay. And just draw the Venn diagram for not also. Both I'll explain to you.
Okay, sir. I'll just do it now. Sorry.
So unlike the AND operator or the OR operator, NOT operator works on the single operand. Okay. What do we mean by that? These are all the unary operators.
Okay.
Yeah? So unary operators means what? It works on the single variable. So if you have the 0, see x, the notation of not is represented as the bar on the top, x bar. So that will be, it will be read as not of x. X is the variable, is a Boolean variable. So not of x means it will just do the opposite of x, because Boolean can take only two values, either true or false. So first row it says x is 0, that means x is false. What is not a false? Opposite of false is true. So answer is true. So x bar will be equal to true. If x is true, then what is the not of x? False. Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Good. Similarly, this is sets in the terms of Venn diagram we represent. So this is the x is the complement. Remember the x dash we do in the maths. So all the elements of the universal set except the x is called the x complement. Remember the a complement is nothing but all the elements of universal set except the x.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. We represent there in the maths as a dash. So here in the computer language you represent as x bar. Okay. Clear? But in the
yes, sir, clear.
When you want to write down in the program, we don't have anything which is bar on the variable in the keyboard. So before the variable, we put the sign of tilde sign. Tilde you might have seen in the before the one on the first line in the keyboard, second row in the keyboard, top second row, from the left. First key, so first keyboard, first key from the second row is the tilde operator. So it looks something like this, tilde. This sign is called the tilde. That tilde sign we have to put it before the variable name. Okay. Then it means like a NOT gate. Okay. Clear?
Clear, sir.
Excellent. Now let's go to the OR operator. Now draw the table 3.3 now.
Okay.
Table 3.3. We'll understand the table 3.3
So you know the Venn diagram, sir?
OR gate.
Sir?
Huh?
You have to do the Venn diagram too?
No, not required. Venn diagram not required.
Okay, sir.
Only if you understand the truth table, that is fine, because Venn diagram is just to represent the mathematical things, and you don't want mathematical right here, so it's fine, because you are going to use only the Boolean operators. Boolean values only is more important.
Sir?
Yeah,
Done.
done. Good. Now let's understand this part with the simple example. Truth table of the OR operator now. Okay. So simple. X is the input, Y is the input, and we represent X or Y using the operator plus sign. Okay. So
Okay.
whenever you use the Boolean operator, Boolean variables, and we use X, that means it's not X. This is a mathematical form, but X or Y. We'll understand. This for the solving purpose, we use the plus sign in the mathematical terms. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, X is the input, Y is the input. So now, if I take a simple example that I want to have tea or coffee. Okay. So
Okay.
I want to have tea or coffee. Anything is fine. So X is basically tea is available. Y is coffee is available. So X0 means false. Tea is not available. Y means 0. Coffee is not available. So both are not available. I cannot have either of it. Right? Then answer is 0. False.
Okay.
X case where tea is not available, coffee is available. I can have any of this. It's fine. Then I can have coffee. So answer is true. Third row.
Okay.
Tea is available, coffee is not there, anything is fine. Then I can have my drink. If tea is also a fourth row, if tea is available, coffee is available, there's very much good chance to have any of it. So one answer is true. I can have drink. Correct? So in the OR case is only false when both conditions are not there. Both the inputs are false. Got it?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So this, whenever there is OR is there, so you should remember the OR is only true when any one is true and false when both is false. Both are false. Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Excellent. Now, whatever the AND gate you have done it. So we represent the AND with the dot symbol, X dot Y.
Okay.
X dot Y is the symbol for us to represent it. Okay. So this is how we represent the AND symbol. AND is represented as X dot Y. Okay.
Yeah.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Excellent. And OR is represented as plus. Now let's try to evaluate the evaluation of Boolean expression using the truth table.
Okay.
How will we evaluate using both of these terms now? Okay. Now, logical variables are combined by means of logical operators and or not to form the Boolean expression. So what is the Boolean expression now? We'll understand. For example, x plus y bar dot z bar plus z bar is a Boolean expression. It is often convenient to shorten the xyz to xyz, and using the convention of the expression can be represented as x plus yz bar plus z bar.
Okay.
So let's understand that part. So otherwise it will be difficult for you to this part. We'll understand now how this is getting evaluated. Okay. Suppose we want to evaluate suppose we want to evaluate x plus y y dot z yz bar. Okay, so we want to evaluate something like this, x plus yz. Okay, so we need to evaluate, let's say we need to evaluate like this example. So suppose this is the expressions we have: x plus y bar dot y and z whole bar plus z bar. This is what we want to evaluate, correct? So that means x is or with yz bar and or with not of z. Okay, so basically how many inputs you have? X, y, z. 3 inputs you have.
Yeah.
3 inputs we have. So 3 combinations, 3 inputs we have. That means each of input can have the 2 values, 0 or 1. So what are the 3 combinations you can get? It's as good as 3 coins you are tossing. So what are the possible combinations you will get? Draw the table 3.5.
Okay.
Table 3.5 is, see, you get 2 power 3. That is 8 combinations you should get. Because each of them can take either 1 or 0, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, I'm done.
Okay, so here all the 3 combinations we have, all the 8 combinations we have written. X is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, till 8 combinations are there. Fine?
Yeah.
Now our goal is what? We want yz bar. That means y and z. We want to use y and z. And then not of yz. Correct?
Okay. Yeah.
So one more column we make for y and z. Y dot z. One more column we make for y and z. One more column you make. Now you know the AND operation. Now take the first row 0, 0. Y is 0, Z is 0. What will be the output in the AND operation? Y is 0, Z is 0. The output will be, YZ output will be 0.
Yeah.
Next. 0, 1. What is the output? AND operation. You remember you have just now written. 0, 0
Yes,
will be
0, 1 will be 0.
0. Excellent. 1, 0 will be 0. And the y and will be only 1 when both are 1.
1 and 1.
Excellent. So it will be written like this. Correct?
Yeah.
Now what was our goal? So we got yz. Now we want complement of yz. That means bar of yz. So yz value you got it all.
Yeah.
Now you make another column that is yz bar, and you do the NOT operation of all the yz values.
Okay.
0 will become 1, 0 will become 1, 1 will become 0, isn't it?
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Excellent. So you got x bar, no, you got yz bar. Now your goal is to find the x. Now your goal was x plus yz whole bar plus z bar. We want to evaluate like this, isn't it? So you already know the x value, you already know yz whole bar value. Now you just need the z bar value. And x plus, a plus means OR operations.
Yeah.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll make one more table, one more column to create the x plus yz bar. One more table, one more column will create for x plus yz bar, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Now x value you know, yz bar value you know. So first let's understand the first one. Take the x first row. X is 0 and yz bar is 1. So 0, 1 will be 1.
Yeah.
Because OR operation you are doing.
Yes, sir.
Second 0, 1 again. So
1.
OR will be, everything will be 1 except for the 0, 0.
Yeah.
So only 1, 2, 3, fourth. Fourth row is only 0. Rest everything is 1. Correct? Did you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, understood.
Excellent. So we got x plus yz bar, we got it. Understood now?
Yeah.
Fine. So this is what we wanted now. Okay. Now what is this? Now observe the expression x plus yz bar after ANDing y and z. The result has been complemented and OR with x. The result in 0 only when both the x and yz have the 0. Otherwise it's 1 when both the columns are, any of the columns, both the columns have 1 in any of these columns, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you clear this part? How did we solve this part?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Okay, good. Now can we do example 1 now? Let's try example 1. Using Boolean logic, verify using the truth table that x plus xy is equal to x for each value of x and y in 0 and 1. So basically you have two inputs only.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
So two inputs, x and y input, and you need to find the value of x plus xy. So what is the answer you're getting? So with the truth table, let's try to understand using the truth table.
Yes, sir.
Try it out.
Just try.
Let's see how does it go. So here only 4 combinations will have now, x and y. So this already you have done it.
Yeah, I'm just making the table, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Boolean logic is actually pretty easy only. It's just that
Yes, sir. I got it now. I got it.
okay, good. Now, now you just compare the x plus xy column with x column. Is it same?
Yeah, except for the one line, it's same.
Except for the
One line, it's same.
which line?
In X, there are 2 zeros, and in XY there are 3 zeros.
No. X plus xy. X plus xy.
Oh yeah. Okay, like that they're basically same. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the answer is, that's why they have asked you to show x plus xy is equal to finally x only. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Because of this reason only. So x plus xy finally evaluates to x only, because whatever the value of y you put, answer will be x only.
Okay. Okay, I got it, sir.
So here you can do this one more thing. You can take the x common also, it will become the x bracket 1 plus y. X bracket 1 plus y. So 1 plus anything will be 1 only. Even y value,
Yeah.
anything doesn't matter. Y value can be 0 or 1. Even if y value is 0 or 1, 1 or with 1 will be always 1 only, right? So answer is x. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So that was what you did is with the truth table evaluation. And slowly from the truth table you understand what I am doing is the algebraic expression of truth table now.
Okay.
So when I take x common, it becomes a x dot x and with 1 plus y. 1 or y. So 1 or y will be always 1, because irrespective of 1 y, whether it's 0 or 1, its answer is 1 only.
Okay.
Then any operation x you do with 1 and operation, the answer will be x. Because when x is 0, answer will be 0 and 1. 0 and 1 will be 0 only. So x is 1, then AND operation will be 1 only. So it depends on x only. So answer is x.
Okay.
Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Now go to example 2 now.
Yes, I'll just do this one.
Yeah. So here again you have only two inputs, isn't it? X and Y.
Yeah, but there's a lot of stuff we have to find for this one.
Okay, not much. X or Y. Try it out. No, you will get it.
Yes, sir.
Let's see how do you do that. And send me your working. Let me just check. however big expression might be, you just have to focus on only the two inputs because the number of variables are two only, x and y.
Yeah.
So first get all the combinations of the x and y. What are the possible combinations, and then after that keep adding the columns. X plus y bar is there.
Yes.
So first you got it.
Yes, I'm done with it.
Oh, excellent. So what's the answer you got?
I got that x plus y. X plus y complement equals x complement y complement.
Yeah, both truth table are same, right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Absolutely correct. Good. Now let's go to the next little one. So we don't have to do all the combinations. Example 3. Let's do the last one, C part only.
Okay, sir.
No need, so that you get comfortable with that. Because all the two combinations we have done it now. So now you just have
this
to
one's
use the X, Y, Z,
big, sir.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll just do this now.
Yeah, just try it out. If you don't get it, let me know. This is easy chapter. We can finish this chapter fast.
Yes, sir.
With your speed, I think you'll be able to fast. Next class, I think you'll be able to finish fast. So here you remember that 8 combinations will come, okay? Just like 3 coins you are tossing. So 2 power 3 combinations.
Yeah.
Combinations can come.
So,
Yeah.
done.
What answer you got?
But they didn't give us exactly an answer to do. They just told us to make a table for it.
What is the table? What is the column value you get? Last column value, how much you got? X bar y z bar plus x y bar. What is the value you got?
There are lots of
No, only last
Zero,
column.
zero.
Last column. What is the
Yeah.
final thing which you got it? That only you tell me.
the last thing in the last column.
Yeah.
0.
No, it will be 0, 0, 1, 0, all each combination.
Yeah, that. Okay, like that you meant. I
Yeah,
thought only the last value.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, it's really cool like that. Yeah, 0, 0, 1, 0,
Correct.
1. There are 5 zeros and 3 ones.
Correct. 5 zeros and 3 ones. Yes, that's the answer basically.
Okay.
Got it? No? Clear.
Yes, I got it. Clear.
Excellent. No problem. Now you can take this example 1, 2, 3 as part of homework, and then next just revise it. In case you have any difficulty, you can let me know. Then when we go to the
Okay.
logic gates, then is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, Vijay. Sure. Then let's close it. Okay, guys. Yeah. Bye.